Hey everyone, I'm Chase. It's nice to meet everybody. I look forward to learning about everybody's futures and goals, careers, and all that, lifestyles. I'm going to try to do this in one take. We'll see what happens. Speech and speeches in general, I guess, are something that I don't do too often. I do a lot of discussions and teachable moments for the career that I'm in, but the difference is I feel very comfortable with teaching guys stuff when I know the objectives very well. This is all very new to me, so it'll be interesting to do and a lot of fun. It's fun to be able to do things that push yourself outside your comfort zone. And I think at a young age, it's a lot different as well. A lot of you guys that are just starting out with classes, you're still young and kind of worried about what people think of you. When you get to a certain age, I'm 35, you kind of realize like everyone is still trying to figure it out, and if people are willing to make fun of you for it, then they're kind of doing you a favor because you wouldn't want to be friends with them anyways, right? So some of my hobbies, a lot of them include just outdoor activities. I do have a family, so a lot of my time is spent doing stuff with them, whether that's going to zoos, going to amusement parks. They're all involved in sports, so we go to a lot of sporting events. They're very active as well. We've got two dogs, two German Shepherds. So a lot of our time is spent doing stuff with them, going to dog parks and just trying to get family stuff done outside. So favorite book, I really don't have one, to be honest. A lot of the material I read, again, is for my career. So it's not anything that's like super interesting. It's usually kind of boring stuff that's a little bit bland, but it's enjoyable to learn about, I guess. Favorite teacher I've had is probably my third grade teacher, Miss Pilcher. She was a very just motivational, nurturing teacher. Third grade was kind of, I don't think difficult for me, but that's when you start getting into some really aggressive like math and reading and writing skills. And for some reason, third grade math was really hard for me, and she kind of helped me push me through it. But she was just a great teacher. You could tell she really enjoyed learning. She was still pretty new to teaching. When I went to school back like kindergarten through eighth grade, ninth grade, all that, a lot of the teachers were getting ready to retire. I had a lot of older teachers, and honestly, I feel like a lot of them were checked out. And nowadays, what do we see? We see a lot of younger teachers that are starting, everybody in different careers, like whether that's nursing, doctors, electricians, all that stuff. You have a new generation that is coming into all that. So it's a completely different world. But when I was younger, yeah, a lot of the teachers were older and just kind of doing whatever they could at the minimal to get out. But Miss Pilcher was very motivated and just a great teacher, a great role model. Really helped push me towards success, I guess, even at a young age. My career goals, I still have a lot of career goals, but I have already gotten into my field that I wanted to be in. I'm a firefighter full time, also a paramedic. The one thing they don't tell you about that job, though, is the amount of classes, learning, and skills that you will have to do. For us, it's just a never-ending cycle of learning, especially like paramedic, similar to doctors and some other groups of medicine, nurses as well. You have continued education that goes on all the time. We have things called protocols that we use for medicine, so we're constantly learning new protocols and new medications. For firefighting in general, there's a lot of different fields you can get involved with. Like I'm on a dive team, there's rope rescue teams, there's high angle rescue teams, there's firefighting in general. You take an academy just like you would for police or other careers, but it's the tip of the iceberg basically. And just like other jobs, every year they're coming out with different assessments and different ways we should be doing certain things, like getting on a roof and venting and changing how that's done and where we throw ladders and how we rescue people from home. So the stuff is just always evolving. And there's a lot of skills along with it. So it's just a continuous thing, but it's enjoyable as well. Like it's enjoyable to constantly have something new to reach for, something new to learn. That's why I take these classes, just to further my own education. just for an objective I want to reach for myself, basically. I'd like to get my bachelor's. I went to school originally for diesel and industrial, working on heavy machinery, and did that for about 6 or 7 years and loved it, but it was not what fulfilled me. And firefighting basically was. I have a lot of family members that are in the service, and I got into it and just have loved every minute of it. Very fortunate. So those are my career goals. My family is very big. I've got a lot of uncles and aunts, about 10 of them. I only have 2 kids, but family is huge for me. I live a mile from my parents, and I try to go to dinner over there at least once or twice a week. I've always been very close to my family, even my uncles and aunts and everything. We've always lived near each other. In the last couple of years, everybody kind of spread out and started moving away because everyone's starting to retire and their kids are growing up and off to college and everything else, but I still live pretty close to my family and still try to do as much as I can with them. I think one of the best gifts I've ever received is just probably my kids, honestly. There's a lot I'm thankful for in my life, but one of the best gifts is definitely my kids. It's something that you just can't mimic, you know. And sometimes you're just sitting there, whether you're watching them play or do sports or anything else, and it's like, this is just amazing. So my favorite kind of music, I listen to kind of everything. Old rap, a lot of heavy metal. I love heavy metal. Not because of the noise, but just because I play electric guitar and some other musical instruments, and it's just, to me, that's like soul/jazz music. It's stuff that's rarely mimicked. It's creative. And they say most people who listen to metal are pretty stress-free, so maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But that's about 7 minutes. I could talk for hours, and I'm an open book, and I hope that I can be helpful or whatever to anybody in the class if they need it. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I look forward to doing more videos with you guys. Thank you.